The Tale of the Wicked Witch. In a remote village nestled within the rolling hills of Africa, there lived a woman known as Manda. The villagers called her Murogi, meaning witch, for they believed she wielded dark powers. Manda was a solitary figure, her hut hidden deep within the forest, away from the vibrant community life. The villagers blamed Manda for every misfortune. Her presence cast a shadow over the village, and her name was spoken only in whispers. If a child fell ill, it was her doing. If a harvest failed, her curse had poisoned the soil. Even the sudden death of a goat or the disappearance of a chicken was laid at her feet. Yet no one dared to confront her. Stories of her power were too terrifying. She was said to summon storms, speak to the spirits of the dead, and curse anyone who crossed her. One year, calamity struck the village. The rains came too early, washing away seeds and flooding fields. The sun followed with relentless heat, baking the earth until it cracked. Hunger crept into every home, and the villagers grew desperate. The elders, fearing for their people, decided that Manda was to blame. "The wicked witch has cursed us," they said. "We must act, or she will destroy us all." The people gathered under the ancient baobab tree at the center of the village. The chief, the stern and weary man named Kashana, addressed them. "Manda has brought this upon us. We must end her reign of terror." Fearful but resolute, the villagers armed themselves with torches, spears, and machetes. They ventured into the forest, their chants growing louder as they approached Manda's hut. Manda emerged, her figure illuminated by the flickering light of their torches. She was old, her back bent, but her eyes gleamed with a sharpness that made even the bravest hesitate. "Why do you come here with fire and blades?" she asked in a voice that carried both weariness and defiance. "You have cursed us," the chief bellowed. "We suffer because of your wickedness. Tonight, we end this." Manda laughed, a dry and haunting sound. "You think me the cause of your suffering," she said. "The earth has its own rhythms, and the spirits do as they please. But if you believe killing me will save you, then do what you must. I will not beg." The villagers seized her, dragging her to the edge of the forest where a great pyre had been prepared. As they bound her, Manda muttered strange words under her breath. Some claimed she was casting a final curse. Others said she was praying to the spirits for mercy. The flames roared to life, consuming her frail body as the villagers watched in silence. Her screams echoed into the night, fading as the fire died down. When all was quiet, the villagers returned to their homes, relieved yet uneasy. In the days that followed, the rains returned, crops sprouted, and life seemed to restore itself. But strange occurrences began to trouble the village. The baobab tree withered and died overnight. Children reported hearing whispers in the wind. Livestock wandered into the forest never to return. Then, one by one, the villagers fell ill. Fevers burned through the community, and no healer could cure them. Desperate, they turned to the elders, who confessed their fears. Manda's death had not lifted a curse but unleashed one. The village became a shadow of its former self, its people either succumbing to the illness or fleeing in fear. The ruins of Manda's hut became a place of dread avoided by all who passed through the forest. It is said that on certain nights, a figure can be seen wandering the woods, her voice carried on the wind. She whispers warnings to those who will listen. "Blame not the innocent for your fears, or your fears will destroy you." To this day, the tale of Manda is told around fires to teach a lesson, that fear unchecked can be as destructive as any curse.